Another important ingredient of this CRM is the human resource management. Human resource management, it involves employing and placing the most eligible human resource at a required place into the business. So the whole set of human resources, the people who are working. So this helps in allocating them at proper places. So the human resource management, it involves employing and placing the most eligible human resource at the required place. This is another important thing which can be done using this CRM, or we can say which is another ingredient of our customer relationship management system. Next is the lead management. Lead management, it involves keeping a track of the sales leads and distribution, managing the campaigns, designing the customized forms, finalizing the mailing list, and studying the purchase pattern of the customer. So, understanding all these things, the purchase pattern of the customer, how the mails should be reached, should be sent to the customer, what all campaigns should be uh, taken care of. So, all these things, these are done using this CRM. So, this is called lead management, keeping track of the sales lead and keeping track of the distribution. So, this is another ingredient of our CRM. Then we have marketing. Marketing involves forming and implementing the sales strategies by studying existing and potential customer in order to sell the products. So that is what is marketing. It involves forming and implementing the sales strategies. Various strategies have to be made to analyze the customer, to get more potential customer to the company. So making increasing the sale of the product more, we need to market our products in a well way. So this marketing, it is also a part of this CRM. Another thing, that is Salesforce automation. Salesforce automation, it includes forecasting, recording the sales, processing, and keeping a track of the potential interaction. This is called Salesforce automation. So that if we have a proper format, a proper way to analyze our sales, that what the sales of more during this particular time, if we can analyze that thing using some kind of software, so definitely it will help us in making more sales, bringing more profit to the organization. So we need to understand the whole set of customer so that we can forecast or we can record our sales. Another thing here is the workflow automation. Workflow automation, it involves streamlining and scheduling the various processes that run in parallel. We have various processes in the organization that can run in parallel at the same time. So we need to streamline, we need to check that these processes, they are running in parallel in a proper way. We need to create a proper scheduling for running these processes in a proper way. So this is called workflow automation, because we are maintaining that how the work will be done into the organization, so that we can run the various processes of the organization together in parallel. So it reduces the cost and time and prevents assigning the same task to multiple employees. So how will the workforce be divided, how the task can be delegated to these people, to the employees of the companies, so that we can achieve more. So this also can be, or we can say, an ingredient of our customer relationship management. So customer relationship management, as a word is saying, it is working on building a healthy and powerful relationship with the customer by analyzing the data in a proper way, and according to the analysis of the data, recommending or suggesting the correct product to correct person at the correct time. So that is what the CRM does. Along with that, it performs some more tasks, like it helps in the workflow automation of the company. It also helps in the sales force automation of the company. It helps us with the marketing part, with the lead management part, with the HR management part, with the analytics parts. So there are many things that we can say can be clubbed together using this customer relationship model. So in this unit, we have analyzed three things basically: ERP, CRM, and business intelligence. Now let us compare, or we can say, what are the differences between, or what are the main functions of all these three software tools. First was the ERP, that was the enterprise resource planning. This ERP, what it used to help us in? It helps us in first of all, ERP collecting the whole data of the organization. So let us first of all in brief understand the objective of these three things. ERP, what does it do? ERP, it collects the data from the various departments of the organization and helps in the analysis of data and properly communicating or sending this data from one department to another. It stores the data at a central place so that whosoever the company of the person of the company wants to retrieve the data, he can retrieve the data from there, and everyone has the same view of data at one point of time. So that is what ERP system does. It helps us in the better distribution of the data. Then we have understood about CRM. CRM, as we've just talked about, it works on the building the relationship with the customer so that the company can gain more. Third thing that we have discussed here is a business intelligence tool. Business intelligence tool, what it does, it collects all the data from the various departments of the company, and it converts it into business decisions. It converts it into certain form of strategical format, so that by making certain changes into the product, we what if we make certain changes, what is going to be the impact, understanding the impact, and accordingly we can take the correct decision. So business intelligence tool actually is providing certain form of intelligence using that particular tool. So let us talk about them, like ERP and CRM. ERP, it works on the distribution process and the supply chain management, how the distribution process will follow, and how the supply chain management, that how will the resources they will be provided, they will be uh, sent to from one part to another. The whole supply chain management, that is done by this ERP. Improved accuracies for the financial service knowledge base. It works on the improvement of the accuracy of the knowledge base. Next, project planning. It can help us in the better planning of the projects that we have built for the company. It also helps in the HR management part. It can help the people, the human resources of the organization. Talking about CRM, CRM, it organizes the marketing effort first of all, that how the marketing of the product should take place. That is done by CRM now. How to manage the sales pipeline, what all sales should be introduced, what all sales should be done. So managing the sales pipeline, this is done by the CRM. Then automating the customer services, providing our customer with the services in a automated way, that is also a part of CRM. Then it can track the customer's interaction, when how are the customer interacting. So this CRM, it can track that customer interaction. Then the creation of the data reports. Analyzing the data of the customer, we can create various data reports that can be done by the CRM. Then sharing of the customer data. We can also share the data of the customer. That is another thing that can be done by our CRM. So that is first of all the difference between the ERP functions and the CRM function. Now talking about the CRM and business intelligence. Business intelligence tools and the CRM tools, they were built for different purposes. Business intelligence tool, it was built from a need to obtain strategic intelligence from fields of data in order to inform the business decisions. So when we talk about making something, some strategies, providing certain form of strategic intelligence, so in that case, when we are talking about the new strategies, the new techniques that we should develop for the generating better revenue for the organization, in that case we need to use the business intelligence software. Over the years, the data produced by any company, it grew to a point where no human brain could comprehend in any longer, and information management needed to be interpreted by software with high potential power. See, today the data that is getting generated, it is like in terabytes, petabytes, in at a very large scale. Every time you put a single click on any particular app, it works as data, and the analysis of data is required to be done. So this whole analysis of data, it is not possible by any human brain analyzing this much amount of data. So this requires high computational power. So that was a main objective behind building this business intelligence software. The business intelligence tool, it was born as a means to rationalize immense volumes of data into actionable reports. All this data has to be analyzed and it has to be converted into certain form of reports. So this is not possible by a person to do such a task, doing such a whole analysis on the data. So this has to be done by a proper tool, by a proper software package. So business intelligence tool, it was created with the objective of analyzing this data and to create analytical reports, so that these reports can help us in generating the right or taking the right decisions for the organization. Talking about on the other hand CRM, it was developed with the customer centric approach. This particular CRM platform, it serves as a need to execute almost every part of the customer experience in a more efficient and time conserving manner. CRM, it uses the data not to project the broad business performance, but rather to help in retaining the loyal customer and attracting the new ones. So basically the focus of CRM is retaining the customer and attracting new ones. So that is the main focus of CRM. It is not focused on building the strategies for the organization or improving the performance of the organization. So CRM, it is centric, or it is customer centric, it is focused on the customer. While business intelligence software, it is focused on taking better decisions, working well for the organization, creating better strategies for the organization.